What's up, dudes? Today we're going to review a 2800 watt dual motor electric scooter that supposedly can go about 40 miles per hour and it can do about 60 miles of range. This is going to be my very first experience on a high power electric scooter, so this should make for a pretty fun review. It's called the Liaout SX10. According to the spec sheet, it has a 52 volt 25 amp hour battery, dual 29 amp controllers, and the gross weight is 40 kilograms.
40 kilograms is about 88 pounds.
88 pounds. So this thing is not really your typical Lime scooter, and when you crack it open, it smells like brand new. Looks like we got a little anodized aluminum. Is this the charger? Comes with a 58.8 volt 2 amp charger, so 52 volt battery charge to max would be 58. Whoa, this is gonna be a messy box.
No.
Cleaning lady says no. Plastic fenders.
Whoa.
I know, right?
This is serious.
It's very serious. That's why I was excited when they said they wanted to send it. Looks like we got some Jack mechanical disc brakes. I've seen this brand on electric bikes. If I saw these brakes on a bike, and right away we can see the anodized aluminum there matches here, and it is full suspension. Dual motor. Definitely got some weight to it, and a headlight. Oh my goodness. Looks like it comes with a spare inner tube. Hopefully that's a spare and we don't have to install it. What's in here? User manual and a box of goodies. Hold on a second, is there 2 chargers? Yeah, so building bikes, I do not need to look at these manuals anymore. I'm gonna actually have to follow the instructions. Oh good, there is a kickstand. And here's what the deck looks like. It's got some grip here, Liaout. The grip does not go all the way across. This is a little bit slippery. I don't know if you're supposed to add some grip on there. It does have 2 charge ports, it looks like. So maybe there's actually 2 batteries in there, 1 for each motor. I guess that makes sense if there's 2 controllers, right? 2 batteries, 2 controllers, 2 motors. All right, let's check these handlebars out. There's a Eco Turbo and a single dual button. We'll get it plugged up and turn this display on soon. Looks like that would be the throttle. Feels decent. Ergonomic style hand grips. Controls on the side. Looks like there's turn signals, horn, key, and display. Basic looking display, very simple on-off switch, and basic mechanical brake levers. So now I'm gonna put this pole on here like my life depends on it, because it does. The speed that these scooters are capable of really freaks me out.
What are they capable of?
You tighten this down first, then the whole thing rotates up, and you got this thing drops down. Is that down? Something like that. Looks like this thing, yeah, slides up and down there. And that keeps you safe-ish, right? I need to get this thing on the charger. So quick little rant about these PEVs. Kind of like the idea of like a scooter or a unicycle. As you start to like ride e-bikes and stuff, you realize it really comes down to how much the thing weighs. Really, to get the most performance, what you really want is just a big battery pack and a motor. You don't really need all the extra weight of a bike. Now, of course, it's a very different experience, which we're about to find out soon. Charger 1, charger 2. They actually both have fans. Pop this cap off. The assembly up here looks pretty clean. Just one part missing. That little bolt there was missing. That's not important, right? I'm gonna need to figure that out. This little latch down here actually looks pretty beefy. Any of you scooter experts out there, feel free to drop some comments. What do you think of this thing? Is it any good? Headlight goes here. I think I'm gonna steal one of the screws from here, put it up there. Check it out, the Dyson's a perfect match in color. So they are drilled rotors. Doesn't say what size they are. They look sufficient to me. Looks like the same exact rotor on the rear. Mechanical disc brakes. Here's a look at what the suspension looks like. It's got a handle on the back to lift it. Looks like the axle is set up to handle a little bit of torque. Here's what the tread pattern looks like. Definitely looks street friendly, but definitely could go off-road too. Tires are 80 by 65-6. I think it was listed as a 10-inch wheel. Some sort of shiny things here. Same thing up front. And here's a first look at the rear motor. 1400 watts, 1400 WAP, W-A-P. We know what that means. Looks like it might be hard to put air in these tires. It's pretty close, pretty tight quarters for blowing these things up. Here's another look at the rear suspension. It's got the same WAP motor up front. You can see some of the wires running from the front into the battery. Dude, at first I was like, what? This thing just set up like this so it can fall out the back? But then I saw it is actually hooked in by some washers here to the frame. Here's what it looks like before you put the fender on and after. Super easy build process. The only thing I'm not loving is this top screw. See how the top stock one goes all the way to there? I stole this bottom one from down there, and it definitely does not go nearly as far into the threading. I mean, it's just my life that depends on this, right? So this whole thing comes up, like this, and it can compact down like this. And when you bring it up, I feel like this thing should come down more. I really don't want this thing to like collapse on me when I'm riding it. Safety instructions. Persons without excellent vision, balance, coordination, reflex, muscle, and bone strength, and good decision-making capability should not use this product. Should I be using this thing? Try this thing out. Oh, I like it. How are the tires looking? Feels bouncy. Kind of wish the handlebars came up a little higher. All right, dudes, let's try this thing out. Key turns it on. Oh, red display. Shows the voltage of the battery. Love that. Battery is pretty close to charged, I think. Yeah. Nice. On-off switch. Oh, that's for the headlight. Cool. Turn signals. See if the horn works. Oh, yeah. Horn is pedestrian appropriate. It's not like super loud, but it's definitely loud enough. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Color display. Let's see what we're working with here. So there is gear 1, kilometers per hour, kilometers, full battery, as indicated by what we saw over there, 58 volts. Let's try the modes. Gear 2, 3, 4. Oh, so there's gear 1, 2, and 3. I guess that would be the modes. And then there's buttons here. I'm kind of afraid it's gonna run off on me or something. Oh, so that just presses in. Like you can turn on Eco Turbo and single dual. Oh, obviously, so you either have Eco mode or Turbo mode, and then single motor or double motor. So you could conserve some battery life. And then obviously the throttle, try it out. Oh, yeah, okay, it goes. Whoa. All right, cool. Oh, that's not the light. Headlight. Actually, check it out, dude. It's got lights down there. When you turn on this light, you get these lights down there too. And you get flashing brake lights activated by the lever too. Not bad. And also check it out, turn signals. Turns on the turn signal on the left, right? Doesn't look like it has a turn signal on the front though. All right, guys, let's take the Leout SX10 out for a ride. Power this thing up. Dude, I am so pumped right now. All right, dudes, we're gonna start the Strava, see what kind of distance we get out of the Leout SX10 today. We're not gonna start out on the 20% hill grade test just yet because I'm not comfortable on this thing yet. It doesn't show any indication here, but the buttons do go in and out. Gear 1, give it a little push, try it out. Oh yeah. Makes a little bit of noise. Oh wow, so it seems like there's a little bit of a lag on the throttle. Not significant, but I noticed it. Full suspension, man. This thing rocks, man. Like, coming from somebody who has pretty much no experience on something like this, handlebars feel a little bit short for me at 6'5". You know, I got long legs, long arms. You know, I'm not like bent over to reach them, but I feel like it'd be natural if it was a little bit higher up for me. Feels pretty powerful though, really. And I only have it on like gear 1. It seems like this thing's gonna have a ton of power in it. I wonder if you guys could even read that speedometer and or if it's correct. I'm holding it down, it says 17, and we're on Eco, single motor. I don't even know the proper way to stand on this thing. Do I need to be standing like sideways or forwards or what? Brakes feel like mechanical brakes. I'm gonna leave it on Eco, try it on gear 2 now. Oh yeah, it says we're going like 22, 23 now. This thing is a lot of fun, dude. We'll try gear 3. Yeah, that speedometer can't be right, man. We're not going that fast, I don't think. Are we? Says we're going 30 something. My goodness, dude, this is... All right, I'm gonna try this other button here for the motor. We're on gear 3, the button's in. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, button in, definitely. That's, okay. Now we're, oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I'm just not comfortable and familiar on these scooters yet. It's got the brake cutoff sensor, so when you pull in the lever, throttle does not work. I'm still a little confused about Eco and Turbo. So when this button's pushed in, it's on dual motor. I'm gonna switch it down to gear 1, dual motor is pushed in, and this one is out, meaning I think it would be Eco. Push off. Whoa, whoa. Front tires spun on me. Okay, this thing is a little twitchy, man. The throttle is, wow. Throttle it doesn't like going slow. Like it wants you to be moving, man. I'm gonna do mode 2 now. Wow, dude, this thing feels like it wants to go. Wow, man, I'm like pushing all my weight on my back foot, not even like goosing it, but wow, this thing, holy smokes. There is a small delay in the throttle, like from the time you press it and the time you release it. Like I'd say like, I don't know, a quarter of a second, which isn't bad, but like you don't get that instantaneous feedback. So like, watch, I'm letting off now, power's off now. It's just like a fraction of a second delay. Dude, my back leg is gonna be like so worn out. All right, Scooter Gang, I see what this is all about. Scooter Gang, what's happening? I feel like this one is a little bit more beefed up than that thing. So we got everything on max settings now. Let's see what happens. No, it's not. So this is strange. Like when this button is pressed in, it makes it go to eco mode. But when this button is pressed in, it makes it go to dual. But like the way the fonts are written out, it's like, it feels like it should be the other way around. Anyway, everything on max settings. Give me some juice. Wow, man, this thing's got some get up and go. Holy smokes. I could see you getting into trouble on a scooter like this. So if you've seen my bike reviews, you know this is the 20% grade. It says the scooter can do a 40% incline. This is 20% grade. Anyway, it feels strong. Let's see if you can do it. I have all the settings on max, dual motor and turbo mode, gear 3. Ready? I'm gonna ease on the throttle. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this thing, oh, holy smokes. Yeah, it does it. It does it. This thing's got torque, man. Let's go grab my GPS handlebar mount. I don't know if I can bring this thing all the way to the beach or not. Like, I really don't know. I said 25 amp hour battery, I believe, 52 volt system. That should be some pretty freaking decent range. I wonder if I'm gonna get tired, like standing on this thing the whole time instead of like having a seat to sit on. All right, screw it, dudes. We're gonna go to the beach path on this thing. It's gonna be a long ride for my first experience on one of these things. Let's goose it. Oh my goodness, dude. This thing is insane. Dude, I just have so much like faith in this like thing not snapping off on me. And I gotta say, man, the full suspension is feeling nice. This thing feels like the wheels, you know, they're so short. It just like feels like tossy-turny. I'm probably gonna crank down the power here to save some on the battery. Although this power is starting to get addicting already. Let's get a little juice here. It's wide open. Dang, 34, dude. I don't know if that's fast for a scooter or what. It feels fast to me. Well, here I am riding everything on max settings, like within about 5 minutes on this thing. I feel like I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. One thing I could see maybe an issue down the road is like the grips. I'm not gonna try and twist them, but they're not like bolted down at all. So like they might twist on you eventually. You could always like glue them down or whatever. Let's get this thing going. How's this handle going over like bumps? Not bad. I'm like afraid to go in these like potholes. Oh my goodness, this car is not looking good. So I wear a size 14 shoe. Let me show you what my foot looks like on there. Skirt. Brakes are fine. So here's what a size 14 shoe looks like on here. Like I don't really feel like I don't have enough room, I guess you could say. Like I have plenty of room on this platform. The sandpaper grip is like right down the middle. I don't know if that should be like everywhere. I mean, I feel like fine on this, but you know, I don't have much experience. I do have another scooter coming soon though, so we will have more to compare this against very soon. Holy smokes, man, you gotta be careful on that throttle. Like this thing is, I could see it's being a little bit dangerous to a newbie like myself. Let's see what this traffic situation's like. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm riding this thing on the road already. YOLO! I like that you can just kind of hop on and off of it pretty easily, like easier than a bicycle. Bad part is you have to stand the whole time though. So we don't have a bunch of cars behind us in traffic. Dude, this seems insane going this fast standing on a scooter. Like I'm just cruising like, so the thing says I'm going 35, but the actual GPS says I'm going, let me get over. These little tiny wheels, man. All right, full throttle. 31. This thing said 37, so it's definitely like off. This seems crazy, like just riding this thing like in traffic. Maybe we should take it on the 405. I don't think just a helmet is really enough gear for riding one of these things. This is fun though, dude. I can't believe like how fast this thing goes. And then also just like how exposed I feel. Like if anything goes wrong. Yo, so normally we do our 0 to 20 acceleration test here. I don't know if I have it in me to just gun it on this thing quite yet. Okay, I weigh 200 pounds. We're gonna do 0 to whatever top speed acceleration. You see, oh yeah, this thing, I wish it was like a little more ergonomic for kind of putting your foot on. Like you can, but I don't know. Go. Oh shoot, the front wheel spun out. You can go ahead. I think I might have to like ease on the throttle though, because like the front wheel will spin. So ready. Okay, yeah, there we go. 10, 14, 20. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, 2,800 watts, dude. This thing, I just let off. This is a lot of scooter for a beginner. I mean, I'm like losing my scooter virginity as we speak, I guess you could say. I've been on like bird scooters and lime scooters, but this is nothing like those. I'm gonna dial it down a little bit on power, switch it over to single motor mode, but it's still on turbo. Oh yeah, that makes it considerably like more manageable. 14 miles an hour according to GPS. We're going 14, 17 on here. Mode 2, 23 according to this, but 19 according to GPS. And what the heck? Mode 3 now brings us up to, I wish the handlebars were a little taller for me at 6'5". Most people will probably be perfect on this bike. Okay, so it says 29, but it's actually 20, 23, 24. I really think just like the single motor way is really kind of the way to roll on this. It makes it so much more like beginner friendly, so much less torquey. A little bit out of my element out here. I feel like I'm towering over everyone and everything, being 6'5", standing on this platform that brings me up probably like another, I don't know, 8 inches. Oh yeah, these are the scooters that suck right here. I don't know what that dude is doing. So after being on this thing for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 miles now, I kind of wish I could spread my feet apart like a little more, like a wider stance. I don't know if like normal scooters have like a longer board, or is this standard or what? You guys can let me know in the comments for those of you who are familiar with scooters, who've been on a lot of scooters before. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Los Angeles is a very popular camping destination. Definitely a fun little toy to zip around on. I could see the appeal of these scooters, especially as I'm getting a little more comfortable. What to expect in terms of the handling. You know, normally I'm used to normally I consider like a 20-inch wheel small. These things are like tiny. So just the way it handles, paired up with the fact that this has pretty much way more power than I'm used to on like electric bikes I review. Electric bikes kind of peak out around like 750 watts. I mean, this thing does 1,400 watts with just one motor and battery, and it's got 2 of them. So one wheel, right? Dude, I totally freaking forgot my bag over here. I've been out here like shooting like B-roll and stuff, and oh, I forgot my bag right there. Thankfully, nobody took it. Dude, so really what I'm learning about these things is just like anything else, you have to just put it on like a power level that, you know, that you're comfortable with, and not just crank it up to max right away. I got this turned down to like power level 1 right now. And when I have it on power level 1, like I can just get on it and mash it with one motor, and it's like way more newbie friendly. All right, dudes, almost 9 miles into this ride. We're at 55 volts, so we got a lot of range left. I wonder if I can go like off-road and stuff. Let's try. Whoa. Full suspension. Oh yeah, we got the all-wheel drive. Definitely like just the fact that it has suspension on it is making a huge difference. It doesn't feel like terrible riding off-road. Not too bad at all, really. Hopefully I can get down this without bottoming out. Oh yeah, just fine. Front wheel broke loose a little bit there. We'll pop out here and join the skater crew. I mean, are we a skater today? It feels nice cruising in the great open out here. Let's try this hill. Single motor on gear 2. Yeah, I can do it on gear 2. And like, I'm gonna press gear 3. I wonder if I need to like let off. Single motor. Now let's switch it over to dual motor. Oh, break out the real torque. Oh my goodness. Gear 3 single motor is fine though. Getting comfortable with the handling on this thing. All right, dudes, we're gonna run it through the normal circuit, run it up the California incline. So I'll go ahead and put it on dual motor and max mode gear 3 and turbo. Man, you really gotta be good with that throttle control though. It's got so much power. I don't have the throttle control really. Oh, whoa, whoa, throttle lag. Front wheel's spinning on me. All right, California incline. Give it a little bit of juice. It's not even wide open. Now it is. Oh wait, is it? Yeah. Holy smokes, man, this thing freaking cooks. Going uphill. This is a 12% grade, 85 feet, full throttle, hitting 30. This is excessive. I'm letting off. Wow. On the boardwalk, suspension eating up all the bumps. And if you watch any of my other reviews, you know, we just started down there. So I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to like really do a real brake test on this thing. I don't want to like send myself over the handlebars. But to put it simply, you know, I think that this has okay brakes. You know, they're mechanical. I don't really have enough experience to really say if they're good or bad. I would say if they were hydraulic, they would feel like a little more linear and smooth. But they do feel like, you know, they have like enough stopping power. Like, I don't think I would want any more stopping power than these give me. You know, the platform, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable and I can like, I have space to like move my feet around a little bit, even with these like size 14s. I do wish I could get a little wider stance. And on the back, I wish there was like a more natural feeling position back there. I don't even know if they make scooters that have that, but it feels kind of comfortable to stand like this for a little bit and, you know, moving around. All right, we'll give it a brake test from 20-ish. Yeah, I mean, they feel good. Good enough. Give it a brake test here from about, it says 20. Oh man, that thing's burning rubber. Yeah, front, whatever, you know, they're okay brakes. They're leaving some tracks on the ground there, that's for sure. That's the back tire. We're at 52.4 volts, almost 13 miles. Let's head on home and I'll tell you my final range and leave you with my final thoughts. Here's jamming. So it goes about 33, 34. Nothing quite like lane splitting traffic on a scooter. All right, dudes, after 20.1 miles, basically hour and 45 minutes, we have 49.2 volts remaining on the 52 volt battery, showing 1 bar remaining. And according to a lithium ion battery chart for a 52 volt battery, 49 volts is about 33% remaining on the battery. All right, dudes, final thoughts on the layout, SX10. So I had an absolute blast on this scooter today. I mean, 2,800 watts dual motor. Pretty much you're riding a battery and 2 motors. I hit about 34 miles an hour. I weigh 200 pounds and I have a kind of big surface area here. But this thing has a lot of power and it's a pretty nice ride. I mean, the suspension It really mellows out all the bumps in the road. It's a powerful machine, man. I could see you getting into some trouble on this thing. So should you buy this scooter? The truth is, I don't know. I don't have much experience on these things at all. I had an absolute blast on it. You can check the price down in the description box. Anybody who has some experience on these things, share your experience down in the comments section. What do you think? Is it a good price? Is it a good deal? I mean, 2,800 watts. It was fun. If this is not your cup of tea, you can watch this video next. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up, drop a comment. Catch you next time.